4 beauty brands, 4 totally different markets, but each one cracked the same challenge: how to stand out in a crowded category with strategy, design, and clarity. In this video, I'll break down how Plenaire, Rollr, Meridian, and Tilt Beauty use deep insight and bold identity to build brands that move people, not just products. If you're building a beauty or personal care brand, this is your shortcut to what's working globally and what's worth localizing for India. Plenaire, skincare that feels like air. Plenaire is a UK-based skincare brand created with Gen Z in mind. Designed by Pentagram, it brings together science, sustainability, and softness. The name itself, Plenaire, means open air in French, and that sets the tone. The whole brand breathes. Rather than pushing flawless skin, it celebrates how skin feels. It reframes skincare as a pause, a ritual, a way to check in with yourself. While others shout results, Plenaire whispers calm. That's why it connects. Now let's talk identity. Every detail reflects intention. Products fall into 3 moods: cleanse, relax, energize, each represented by particle density patterns. Then there's the asterisk system: 1 for solids, 2 for liquids, 3 for gases, stacked into a triangle. This becomes their symbol: simple, scientific, stunning. The color palette is anchored in a soft violet called cresol, named after a stain used to view cells under a microscope. Packaging is clean, transparent, with just enough black type to say what's needed. And the photography? Natural, unfiltered, full of personality. Nothing here feels forced. It's a system, not just a look. What Indian brands can learn: softness isn't weakness. When done with precision, subtlety becomes strength. Plenaire shows that emotional clarity and visual discipline can be louder than hype. Next is Rollr, a brand that turns deodorant into a design object. Mother Design reimagined it as a fragrance-first experience. The bottle is dark sculpted glass. The roller ball? Upgradable to gemstones. This is not your morning rush stick. It's a sensorial ritual. They call their positioning conscientious hedonism, indulgence that respects the planet. It's refillable, natural, and surprisingly luxurious. Messaging is cheeky and confident. Damn, you smell good. But underneath the attitude is a clear strategy: elevate the ordinary. Their visual world is rich but modern. Burgundy and soft pastels, elegant swirls that echo the motion of the roller. The serif R in the logo flows like a scent trail. Even the missing E in Rollr makes it feel contemporary. It's fragrance design, disguised as deodorant. And that's the power here. Rollr doesn't compete with other deodorants. It created its own lane. Indian founders: imagine a body care product so beautiful, people display it. That's the bar. Meridian, grooming for every body. Meridian began as a men's grooming brand, but with Koto's rebrand, it became something bigger. A celebration of body hair in every form. Their tagline says it all: bare, buzz, bush. It's bold, unapologetic, and radically inclusive. What's genius is how this idea carries into the visual system. They worked with Type Foundry all caps to create a custom typeface: 3 weights, each representing a grooming style. These weights aren't just fonts. They become design elements. Graphic shapes echo them, housing photos, headlines, or simply floating on packaging. The colors? Punchy yellow and deep navy. The vibe? Raw, real, fun. Photos show real people, real bodies. No edits, no shame. Meridian doesn't just sell trimmers, it sells freedom from judgment. Their growth came through smart campaigns, cultural moments, and a clear voice that made space for everyone. For Indian brands in grooming or personal care, here's proof that positioning with courage can turn a product into a statement. Tilt, where accessibility meets aspiration. Tilt Beauty is different from the start. Founded by Aaron Glazer, who lives with arthritis, Tilt was built for people with limited dexterity, but designed for everyone. And that's what makes it so powerful. The tagline says it best: seriously comfy beauty. It's not medical, It's joyful, stylish, and radically thoughtful. Tilt's packaging is a masterclass in inclusive design. Silicone-coated for grip. Curved shapes with finger indents. Tearaway tabs with braille. The Atkinson hyperlegible font for low vision. Shorter mascara wands for stability. Refills with flower-shaped stems that push out easily. Even magnets reduce effort to open and close. The logo is wobbly, imperfect, and beautiful. A reminder that beauty includes everyone. Tilt is also the first beauty brand certified by the Arthritis Foundation. But it doesn't lean on pity. It leads with pride, with elegance, with smarts. Founders, here's your takeaway. Real accessibility isn't charity. It's just good design. And when done right, it's universally loved. Let's recap. Plenaire is skincare as self-expression. Rollr is deodorant reimagined as fragrance. Meridian is grooming without judgment. Tilt is beauty that's truly for everyone. They all lead with insight. They all build identity from the inside out. And they all prove that design isn't decoration, it's strategy. If you're building a beauty or personal care brand in India, here's what these global brands can teach you. 1. Solve a real tension. Emotional, functional, or cultural. Every brand here starts from a truth. 2. Design with purpose. From packaging to typography, every detail should say something. 3. Speak human. These brands talk to people, not segments. 4. Build values into your system. Don't just claim sustainability or inclusivity. Design for it. 5. Craft your own lane. Rollr didn't just compete. It reframed what deodorant could be. These 4 brands aren't loud, but they are clear. They show that thoughtful strategy, honest messaging, and beautiful design can build movements. If you're ready to turn your insight into identity, that's what we do at Studio 11 KV. We help founders build brands that earn trust and spark loyalty. Like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, which brand inspired you most?